Rod Arquette Show on Talk Radio 105.9 KNRS. He's the state's top lawman. Filling in for Rod, here again, the Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes.
Yes, in our final hour, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of you are stuck in traffic. I hear traffic is horrible out there. So I would urge you to channel your calmness, go to your good place, think happy thoughts, think about Thanksgiving, and think about love, life, liberty, all those wonderful things that you should be thankful for. And Rod Arquette. It is great to be on his show, sitting in for him. And I have one of my good friends who is a guest here to talk about an amazing organization that does so much good from our community. His name is Mircea Divricean, and Bine and Bună ziua, Mircea, trying to give you my best Romanian. That's about all that I've got. My wife served an LDS mission in Romania, so I've been to lots of Sarmale parties, and shout out to all of the Romanians here in Utah. You should be proud of Mircea, his brother Mike, their sister Valentina. Tell us about Camp K, because I know it's been your passion for years. And I don't know if the people of Utah know what Camp K does. It sounds like maybe a summer camp. It sounds like something else. And yet I've been so moved every time I've gone and seen the miracles that you really accomplished there. So tell us about Camp K.
Well, first off, yes, my name is a little difficult to say, and you're probably the one person that says it so perfectly. So thank you for that very much. I appreciate it.
I'm going to get some kudos from my wife.
Very good accent there. So second of all, I appreciate you having me on the show. Really appreciate your friendship. Really appreciate your support for Camp Christopolis. As we are coming into celebrating our 50th anniversary, we've been in this community for 50 years. And yes, it touched my life when I first got to interact with Camp K in 1998 as a counselor. I was, getting education to become a banker, and then just Camp K changed everything. And I've been with the camp for all this time.
That was a hard right turn, right? I mean, you're heading into the financial sector, and now you're giving kids just magical experiences.
I could not be more grateful for the way my life, kind of shaped up because of the opportunities that Camp K taught me, and because of the interaction with all the people at Camp K and all the people that we serve and their families, and the wonderful staff and volunteers that come and support us. I am who I am today, a very understanding person that understands differences and understands that everybody has a lot of self-worth, and they should have an opportunity to make a difference in our community. And Camp Christopolis for 50 years has been improving the quality of life for people with disabilities and special needs through education, recreation, and growth opportunities. We're located in Immigration Canyon, beautiful facilities just outside of Salt Lake City, very close to the airport, and that's why we're able to serve people not just from the state of Utah, but from all over the country and the world. But what we really stand for is, I think it's really the opportunity for people that have different abilities to push themselves to get outside of their comfort zone, to really understand what magical things can happen when you realize that you can do certain things. Yeah. And then when you do those things, everything changes. It's like a light, kind of like lights up in your brain. It's like, wow, I didn't think that I can do this. So when you do one thing and then you do another thing, pretty soon you realize that, hey, there's no limits. The limits are really imposed on us by society or by ourselves. And then you keep pushing yourself, you realize that amazing things can happen. And that's what Camp K stands for. We have, like you said, beautiful facilities and a lot of great opportunities with our programs to give them that opportunity to push themselves outside of their comfort zone. And, we do it through fun activities. We do it through, ropes courses. We're doing through riding horses and equestrian programs. Therapy.
Yes.
We do it through just simple as fishing, holding a fishing pole and catching a fish.
Just to be clear again, so the audience understands, these are children that society would often label disabled, put limitations on them, but you give them the chance to come in, explore new adventures, gain confidence, feel good about themselves, and they earn it. They're there. They're going through these experiences. Many of the families have told me, you know what, until I dealt with my child here, that I took this all for granted. And so a lot of us would take simple things for granted. Camp K opens up doors to allow not just these children who are wonderful, but their parents and families an opportunity to see them grow and see them flourish in a safe environment. I'm just telling you, I'm impressed about all of that. I want to point one other thing out. You know what? Another thing I love about Camp K is, with all the divisiveness and politics and other things in the world, everybody can go there and be safe. In fact, you'll remember this. We were jointly promoting an event for Camp K, and Peter Caroon, who chairs the Democratic Party, was there. I was there, and one of us needed to get up on a horse. So Peter jumped up on the horse and jokingly said to me, he said, "Hey, Sean, who's on top now?" Now, I had the advantage of the rope leading the horse, and I said, "Peter, but who's leading you right now?" And so, I mean, we had a great time teasing each other, but as soon as we interacted with the kids, like always, it just, melts any differences and any conflicts away, and you can't help but get caught up in the pure joy and exhilaration of what's going on there.
That's what Camp K does. You're right. It's a magical place because there's so many differences. There's so many, socioeconomic backgrounds and abilities, and then people do come together. There's something that changes, politics aside, religious beliefs aside. Everybody comes together and understands people to the core, to who they are as the human spirit, and human spirit prevails at Camp Christopolis. And I do remember that moment very vividly, and I have a picture of you two doing that, and you're both smiling, and that's a phenomenal opportunity, and we do that all the time. And you did talk a little bit about what happens when these children come to Camp K, and it is very true. A lot of parents, when they sign up for their kids to come to Camp K and not really knowing a whole lot about Camp K, they do it because they know that they're getting a respite. So, okay, a child comes to Camp K, we get a whole week off, and we had campers, that they found out about Camp K, and the parents, afterwards told us, look, this is the first time in 17 years that me and my husband have taken a vacation. Right. But after they come back and they take their child home, they realize that their child has changed. Yeah. Because now they realize that they can do things, doesn't matter, regardless of their limitations, there's things that they can accomplish. And that is the magic of Camp K. And yes, we do have beautiful facilities, but the staff that come and work for us have so amazing hearts. They're just passionate, dedicated. Look, we're a charity. We can't pay, all the money in the world, so they make sacrifices, but they do it knowingly that they have their hearts are full when they go home.
Well, let's get into that too, because if people want to help, they can volunteer. I'm sure Camp Christopolis always needs volunteers. They can go to your website and you can tell them what that is. But if they can't volunteer that way, they could possibly attend a gala like the one coming up. I'm just throwing that out there for you. Tell us about the gala, because this is pretty exciting stuff, Mircea.
Right. So, 50th anniversary, we're looking out there. It's like, okay, how are we going to tell this community that we've been here for 50 years and we want to be here another 50 years and we want to celebrate? So we talked a lot about pushing yourself outside of the comfort zone, and we decided to do something different.
And you're getting pretty far outside your comfort zone. I'm just going to say right now, because you're going to get into the ring with the former heavyweight champion of the world,
Riddick Bowe.
Big Daddy Bowe,
Big
right?
Daddy Bowe. So, we went down to Florida. We visited with him. Yes, his fist is about once and a half as big as mine.
They're meat hooks, man. Let's just be honest. And this might be your last radio appearance ever.
It could be, my last time that I come here. It could be my last time that I go on a TV interview. Could be that we'll have some opening, jobs at Camp K, the CEO, the COO next day, That's right. So look up, the posting after the game, or we might, go out and spread love all over the world and get people to listen to who we are, listen to to providing people with special needs and different abilities the opportunity to get involved in our communities.
Who else is involved aside from the champ? And I think he's boxing you and your brother, not simultaneously, not tag team, but consecutive rounds, and somebody else, right?
Right. So we're the Kostopoulos Dream Foundation. We're pioneers. We're renegades. We're dreamers. You know, we believe in making things happen.
I like how you're trying to psych yourself up here.
So you know, yes, you know, when this opportunity came, you know, together, I was like, okay, how are we going to do this? You know, there's no way. You know, 3 minutes. You're a former boxer. You understand those 3 minutes are like forever.
Oh, it's an eternity.
It's an eternity.
The average person would gas out after about 45
no question.
seconds.
So, you know, we said, okay, let's put together a dream team. So then I went to Mike, our COO, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're sure about this? I say, yeah, Mike, you know, you're tough. You've military background, you know, you've done karate, you've done all those things, you know. So he said yes. Then we went to our great ambassador, one of the greatest ambassadors, just like you at Camp K, which you know personally, Don Hudson, the anchor at ABC4.
Sure.
And he said, oh, are you sure, Mircea, you know, we're going to be able to withstand this? And said, yeah. So he said, anything for the kids. So we're doing this for the kids. We're doing this because they're our inspiration. They inspire us every day. Somebody paraplegic goes up, you know, on the rope, on a 60-foot high ropes course with the strength of the upper body. You know, somebody else, you know, that is a Down syndrome individual plays the piano. And when they do this, that's an inspiration for us. So we decided we're going to take this challenge, push ourselves out of the comfort zone, and go in the ring with the big Riddick Big Daddy Bo.
Well, that's great. And I understand that the idea was inspired by our Speaker of the House, Greg Hughes. Governor Herbert will be there to ring the bell. And Jim Winder, our Salt Lake County Sheriff, is going to be reffing the event. We want you to come to the Camp Kostopoulos 50th Anniversary Gala on November 29th. It's Giving Tuesday, so they will be honoring two very special organizations. The University of Utah Business School and the LDS Church have given so much to them. Get your tickets at campk.org. I'm announcing the event, and since it's boxing, they said to end on a rap, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm an innovating, devastating rhyming AG, repping 801 Utah SLC. Don't waste your time trying to battle me, because I knock you out, Frazier. I'm Ali, yes, Ali, a.k.a. Cassius Clay. You want to take my title, best step away. Political pugilist, I don't play. You feeling lucky, punk? Come on and make my day, because I go rope-a-dope, give you hope, take your best hits, and when I'm standing there smiling, you know I'm legit. You'll be punched out, tired, and ready to sit, and then I'll rain down blows till you beg me to quit. Round 1 of 15, it don't mean a thing. It's who's wearing the belt when we step out of the ring. So I'll overcome whatever you bring, because I'm the undisputed heavyweight and pound-for-pound king. We love you, all your rodsters. This is Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes signing out.